Hey gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Tucker is just lounging in the back of this 2022 Mercedes-Benz S580 4MATIC, and this is quite possibly the most luxurious car I think we've ever had on the channel.
I think it's the most luxurious car I've ever sat in.
And in this video, we will try and critique just that. Stay tuned. All right, Holly, we are on our way to an event that the female consumer was invited to in ultimate luxury. As you described, the most luxurious vehicle you've ever been in.
Yeah.
Tell me, because you've been mum as usual, what are your thoughts on the 2022 Mercedes-Benz S580 4MATIC luxury line?
I was mistaken in one of the last videos when I said that the seats were the most comfortable I had ever sat in.
How did I know?
It was, not only was I mistaken, I was so wrong.
How did I know? These are the most active seats of any vehicle we've ever tested here on the channel. But we will wait to get to that because right now...
turn slide right onto Earl Campbell Parkway.
My interactive assistant is showing me how to go.
With your augmented reality and your built-in Mercedes-Benz directional guidance, yes, this really is opulent in every regard. I absolutely love the augmented reality. The camera is up here. You can see the hood and that hood ornament. It shows you exactly where to turn. And if like you're coming up on a series of streets, it actually puts a street name where you can actually read it instead of having to hunt for a street sign with your eyeballs.
With your eyeballs?
Yeah.
I do like using my eyeballs, but I do really appreciate this navigation system.
Yes, yes. This is a very, very well integrated system. And you even have it on the screen behind the steering wheel, which that is adjustable as well. You can have gauges if you want gauges. You can have your map if you want your map.
It has the speed limit right up there. I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
So, now that we've gotten that out of the way, because she has been chiming in and interrupting us, I will click this button right here for the massage seats because we were speaking on seats.
Yes. Well, one thing is, this does have lumbar support, right? Because it feels kind of like I'm sitting on a deflated pillow in the back, and I couldn't figure out how to do the lumbar.
So you hit home, you go to comfort, you go to seat, go to lumbar, and then I can just change the direction all around.
Oh,
but
fancy!
I will let you adjust yours. I've got some lower back problems, so I'm going to make sure really go aggressive with mine.
Oh, I do too. Oh, I like it. That is nice.
So not only
shoulders.
Can you adjust your lower back, but your shoulders as well. So the support right behind your back, you can adjust that out and back so you can really get that perfect contoured fit. Speaking of perfect contoured fit, side bolsters wrap around and hug you, and you can adjust that.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left onto Texas 323 Loop South.
Thank you, Mercedes. You also have 2 levels of active bolstering so that when the driver makes a left or a right turn, that bolster will hold you in place.
I have already experienced this.
Texas 323 Loop South.
I have already experienced the bolster, and I just think it's interesting that Mercedes is making sure that should your back move,
Told you.
Just slightly. It will make sure it's like a nice little support.
You can adjust your heating settings and even automatically set your seating position.
And you got a little pillow right here.
It scans you and knows exactly how you need to fit in the seat. No need to put in your height, your inseam, or anything like some other manufacturers. You just say, go ahead and do it, and it puts you in place. I tried it, did pretty good. Did pretty good. But back to comfort. We were actually on massage earlier, so we've got hot relaxing back, hot relaxing shoulders, mobilizing massage, activating massage,
I don't even know what all these
deep
are.
waves, deep workout cushion.
I might need a deep workout. Let's see how that goes.
I will do that as well. So, yes, the ultimate story here are these seats. And oh, hello.
Something interesting happened.
A little bit of vibration going on down there. Okay. Yes. Hello.
Okay.
How do you do, Mercedes? Buy a guy a drink first. But all kinds of comfort in here. This is the luxury line, not the executive line. So the back seat, while super comfortable, and I'm going to have to mute her, while the back seat is super comfortable and super roomy, I'd actually say those cushions are more comfortable than these front seats. Sitting back there is supremely comfortable, to the point where I wasn't sure if I was going to do this review with you up here or back there. Ultimately, I think I chose wisely with massage
seats. Yeah,
ventilated seat, heated seat, and you can do heat and ventilation simultaneously, which I did not think I would need until this morning. It's mid-July here, but it rained and it was 75 degrees outside. I didn't know if I was hot or cold, so both.
There you go. The look of them was really nice too. They're quilted, of course they're leather.
And you mentioned the pillow.
There's a pillow. It has all of the interior lighting that Mercedes has been doing, which I already love.
Turned up to 11 though.
Oh yeah. So it's everywhere. Everywhere. You got the shades in the back seat and power that's controlled up here at front or in the back, which is amazing. And then the one on the back too that comes down when you back up and then back up again. I mean,
they think about these.
They do. I mean, no need to press that button twice.
No, not at all. You know what else it does when you put it in reverse?
What?
Turns down the music volume so you can see better, right? That's how it works.
That is how it works.
You turn down the radio so you can see better.
Does it also do that in traffic?
It's like, hey, wait, what?
So, do we want to talk about a couple of the things that it's missing, maybe?
Okay.
Or that, again, it is hard to find anything wrong with this vehicle.
I mean, optimum luxury.
Yeah, but a couple of things.
Okay.
There's not a heads-up display.
So,
That's interesting.
Very interesting, because lesser vehicles, even lesser Mercedes that we've had, have had heads-up display.
I mean, I was like, it's not there.
This, believe it or not, I don't believe that you will. This is the entry-level S-Class. This is for, I may spring for the S-Class. I may go the top of the line, but I don't want to go all out. There are two trims above this one, an AMG line and an executive line. And that executive line really pampers the back seat, because this really would be a vehicle that you would chauffeur people in. And those back doors are like the biggest back doors.
Yeah.
I had a Camaro, and I think those back doors are as big as my Camaro's doors.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, so no heads-up display in this one. It kind of feels like you're driving a boat.
Oh, absolutely.
There's not
yacht.
a ton of a yacht. I'll say that, a yacht. But there's not a ton of like get up and go.
Oh.
Oh? Am I wrong?
You have not been pushing all of the buttons correctly.
Well, that's definitely true. I never push all
because
the buttons.
this has a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 making 496 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. Which
I don't know what that means, but it sounds impressive.
It means this is the most powerful vehicle that you've ever driven here on the channel.
Ever?
Ever. Like,
Oh, wow.
the Genesis GV60 performance that we had
Yeah.
could rival this as far as power numbers for 10 seconds at a time with the boost button, but this is the most powerful vehicle you've driven on this channel.
Wow.
So I put it in sport mode, which changes your throttle response. You've been driving it around in comfort. So it was meant more for, you know, a casual drive, you know, piloting a yacht, so to speak.
Yes.
But now you are in Sport Plus, changes your throttle response, makes it a little quicker when you push the accelerator. Oh, test it out just a little bit.
Yeah, wow.
See?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that's much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Changes a few things, makes it a little bit stiffer to ride in, but this is all about
It's
comfort
nice.
and luxury, so we'll go there. But I had to bring that up.
And of course, the infotainment is the same that we kind of, it wasn't our favorite.
Right.
It's just,
You had the issue with knowing exactly where the
where to
buttons were,
press.
trying to,
Yeah. You have to be very exact on the volume button.
Which in my time,
But I mean, you have it on the steering wheel too, and maybe that's on me because I never, not even in my current car, use the steering wheel buttons. And why not?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I have noticed from driving this around myself, this whole thing is
Here
like
we go.
Oh, well, I need to put it back in Sport.
Oh,
Sport Plus.
I did think it felt different. Never mind, I can't go now. Put it back in.
No, just
Ah,
push up to the truck. Ah!
Ooh.
You'll never know what you're going to get here. this
Welcome to our life.
this whole panel is like a giant button, so you can press on either side. You don't have to do the volume slider. You can push the plus and push the minus.
Okay.
But again, not our favorite. But
You could be more exact with the slider.
yes, but I really like the augmented reality.
I do
See,
too.
It's giving us the air.
I really like
yes.
that. And you know, I'm a sucker for a cool steering wheel.
Okay, so
I love it.
this one has
It kind
wood.
of it has wood. It kind of feels like an older person's steering wheel, but I like it. It kind of feels like a yacht steering wheel.
There you go. I'm like, come on, boat theme, come along.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to leave it in Sport if you're going to drive it like that.
Well, now that you've turned me on to sport.
Sport Plus, no less. So we've kind of covered this in the C-Class that we tested earlier on the channel because this whole setup is stolen from the S-Class to the C-Class. So we've already really covered this. The rest of this, because it's a bigger car and a more luxurious car, we've got wood on the dash and on the doors and on the steering wheel. What are your thoughts on the styling of the interior?
Oh, I love the interior. Love. There's not one thing design-wise
Right.
I would change.
And like you've got these double vents here for,
I like those.
and it's got an electronic close feature. So there are 3 levels that you, for all of the vents, including the rear seat vents. There's just so much going on. Speaking of the rear, Tucker even has his own skylight back there that can be opened from up here or closed from up here or back there. And we'll keep it closed because he's still lounging back there. Speaking of Tucker, this would be a good spot for me to input putting a child seat in the back of a Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Like, something I never thought I would do. All right, I know what you may be thinking. Who in their right mind puts a child seat in the back of a Mercedes S580? Well, us. Because there are, in fact, latches in this to put a child seat back here. So while they can't take advantage of these super soft quilted leather seats back here in the back, a child seat does go in very easily back here. I am, just for my own peace of mind, going to put down this microfiber towel just to protect the seat from the plastic of the car seat. But you can see here the lower tether anchors are actually under a flap of leather that is Velcroed into place. And then the rear anchor is actually covered by a piece of hard plastic that you have to remove. Bringing in my son's Graco forward-facing car seat. It's really not all that difficult. I am not really a fan of putting car seats in sedans because of that rear anchor right there, but everything else about this vehicle just makes it a very easy process because those latches being under that Velcro strap or Velcro covered piece of leather make it really easy to find and latch. There's plenty of room in here to get in and cinch this down into place, and then you can pull all your straps down. No needing to move seats, get into trunks, getting into the rear hatch because this isn't a hatchback or an SUV. Really, actually, a very simple process. As far as sedans go, this one gets a thumbs up from me. So child seat actually for a sedan goes in very easily. Perhaps of the cars that I've tried, one of the easiest installs in a car. Again, huge back doors, plenty of leg room back there. There's so much room to get in and manhandle it, so to speak, and get it into place. But, oh my goodness.
I feel like the only thing with the design of the car is there's not a lot of curves to it.
On the outside?
On the outside.
Yes, so it is understated elegance on the outside. I would say for those who know that the S-Class is the best Benz car anyway, if you know, you know.
Oh yeah, I've got some head turns.
Yes.
But I really like the Mercedes thingamajig on the front.
The hood ornament?
The hood ornament, that's what it's called. You know, I like a hood ornament, you know, because I like Jaguars. That's one of my cars. But they've some of them have stopped doing the hood ornament, and I just don't even want it if I don't have a hood ornament. And I feel the same way about Mercedes. I like it so much more because it's got the hood ornament.
One of these days, I am going to introduce you to the most famous of all hood ornaments, and that is the Spirit of Ecstasy. She adorns the front of every Rolls-Royce motor vehicle.
Ooh.
And she cannot be stolen. She will retract into hiding if tempted as such. But yes, I absolutely love the Mercedes hood ornament on this one. It reminds me of a certain movie from our childhood. And Robin Williams, may he rest in peace, Mrs. Doubtfire, stealing the hood ornament off of Pierce Brosnan's Mercedes.
Yep.
But I don't want to give this one back.
Me neither.
The ride. We have not talked about the ride yet. So we've talked about how comfy the seats are. The ride just amplifies the comfort of this. You compared it to a yacht. It really is. You're piloting a boat down the calm, tranquil seas.
It's smooth. It's one of those cars that you definitely got to watch your speed limit because you won't know that you're going so fast.
Nearly 500 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque. Yeah, she'll scoot. Which brings us to our final segment, the window sticker.
I don't want to answer this one.
Yeah, this one I think will be a puzzler for you, just because, again, you are getting into the car scene here, and I have maybe confused you even more by telling you this is the base S-Class of the bunch. But what would you say the window sticker for this one is?
Well, I know it's expensive because you said we've got to move stuff out of our garage so we can fit it in our garage.
And come to find out, it doesn't. It is 2 inches shorter than a 2022 Chevy Tahoe. So
So we've been
it's a big vehicle.
big vehicle, but we've been protecting it.
Yes, we have.
Um,
Respect the bins.
so that makes me go 6 figures.
Okay.
160?
Oh, you
Is that
again
really
overshot it.
Okay.
122, 140.
Okay.
Now, yes, you can get them up into the 160s. I mentioned there are 3 trims of this S-Class. Mercedes then takes it up a step further. You can even get a Maybach, which is like the all-out luxury. It's a sub-brand, but it's essentially the same car with different grills and such, and more luxury. And that one's in the 200s.
Ooh.
That's all I'll tell you there, because we may have one coming to the channel. Who knows? We shall see.
And then I will be out in the car all the time, sleeping.
No need for a house when the car pampers you so well, right?
Yeah, and this will be the spa.
Yeah. So, I feel it somewhat redundant to ask if this is something that we would buy with that $122,000 price tag, considering, I'll phrase it this way, considering other things we've driven in that price range or price realm. How does this compare? Namely, the big Lexus
The big
SUV.
10 times better.
Yes.
If we were going for a 6-figure vehicle, if our budget allowed such,
You would be remiss not to.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely something that could fit our family.
I mean, we already know Tucker likes it.
He likes it.
He's super chill. His favorite feature, I'll go ahead and tell you for him, since he is out cold, his favorite feature are the power retractable sunshades that you mentioned earlier, all the way around. He always wants them down, even though he likes to see them move. 4-year-old logic. What can I say? And on that note, I believe this would be a good time to remind you that if you want to find out what Holly is driving before it is here on the channel, or find her unfettered thoughts on them without me probing or asking particular, possibly leading questions, go find her on Instagram at Female Consumer. You can find everything that we do here for GT Garage Talk on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all at GT Garage Talk. And then our website with our award-winning podcast is at gtgaragetalk.com, or you can find that podcast on your favorite platform. Be sure and hit that subscribe button to see what it is that we post on the channel next. Ring that bell so you're notified every time that happens. But until next time, I believe we are going to go sailing off into the sunset.
Enjoying our massage.
In our giant yacht of a vehicle. And with that, we bid you adieu.
One kiss the boy.
A quiet one for the sleeping boy.
Sweet baby. He's so cute.
Hey, gearhead. Okay.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Hey, gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk.